Biggest thing for me, the moment when that finally changed everything that said, I have a mission now in life, is I had to give an FDA compliance training. Now, anyone who's ever had to do this is now groaning and gotten a little bit triggered because it's probably the worst kind of training you could ever have to give. We have to give it every year, same content. Oh, it's terrible training. What I was challenged to do is to give a training program that was supposed to remediate people, supposed to help people that are making mistakes so that they could be in compliance of the law and just kind of get them back on the ship back on track again. Right. So I get this specification document. That's how we start a course. We have here's our goals, here's what we want to do. I get this thing. It's like 30 pages. And I think my boss's boss, my boss's boss's boss, and like three compliance lawyers wrote this thing. It's terrible. The only way that I could adequately explain this thing was academic assault. It was terrible. But it was meant to basically cover everyone and make sure we had everything together and could at least show the FDA, hey, we're at least trying to do this. So I created this thing. Took me weeks to put it together. 164 slide deck. It
Wow.
was awful. Took an hour and a half, minimum hour and a half to deliver. So this was the worst thing I've ever had to put together in my life. And so, of course, the day that I am ready to release it, the day it's all set, I give it to my boss, and she's like, "Great, an FDA auditor is on site right now. They're doing an audit, and we want to take a look, and he wants to see this thing." So I walk to the conference room, and I want you to imagine this huge table, long table at the conference room, people sitting around it with just initials in their titles, and that's it. And the auditor at the end of the table. And so I give this thing to him and kind of let him scan it through. And after a couple of just bone chilling moments of waiting for him to look at this through, he looks up at me. And I realized at that point that FDA auditors have no discernible sense of humor. And so when he finally asked me, is this meant to help them or is this meant to punish? After a brief cardiac event at that moment, I realized I never, ever, ever wanted to be in the situation again. Like, I
Wow.
never wanted to create a training that was so bad that an FDA auditor would ask me, was this meant to punish them or is this meant to train them? And it wasn't that I was a bad trainer. It was just that it was not written in a way that was made for the human body. It was what we called check a box training. It was to just be able to say, I checked this box, I did it, we went from there. Fast forward a number of years, and I went into my entrepreneurial journey. I had been to a bunch of real estate meetings and always felt like I was being pitch slapped at them. Like, hey, come buy my thing, come do this,